In taking advantage of America's worship of sex and violence, what experimental ideas have you come up with?
In taking advantage of America's worship of sex and violence, what ideas have I come up with? I think that you should probably limit yourself to just free porn sites in small bites, because if you get too involved with it, you won't end up doing anything else, and you'll start to look at people funny. It's what I call porn eye. It's like a sort of weird 1,000-yard stare you get from overexposure to pornographic images. So keep it small, keep it quick. Don't bask in it. Get it over with as quickly as possible. You don't want to spend your day doing that.
Thank you.
Which one? What's the reality show? Which one's that?
The guy in the hoodie.
The guy in the hoodie?
It just punches people or something.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh. What was that? What was that show where the... Oh. What was that thing? Just a guy, oh yeah, that reality show where you just have some guy that's just like some guy wearing a hoodie that just walks up and hits people in the face and runs away. It's kind of weird, but it's an experiment. There was another part to it. I don't remember what it was. All right, what else you got?
Okay. This one's kind of strange. At what point do you snort the line between art and entertainment?
At what point do I snort the line between art and entertainment? Unfortunately, I snorted that line a long time ago. It's been a few years, and I have found that since I snorted that line, I lean a lot more towards art. Because, before when I snorted that line, I used to snort a lot of lines, and then, I guess everything becomes entertainment to a certain degree, but, you have way too much time because you're up, Then you got to watch a lot of TV, because what else are you going to do at 3 in the morning? No one else is up, you see? So I finished that line.
How has the human animal disappointed you lately?
I understand, absolutely.
Honestly, I think I'm fighting a losing war against age and this weird pudginess that's coming over my sides. Like I'm starting to, like my dad sort of, as time went on, he kind of got pear-shaped. And I think that's how I'm losing. That's how it's disappointed me.
Besides the obvious, what other isms have worked well for you?
Besides what?
Besides the obvious, what other isms have worked well for you?
Besides alcoholism and addiction, those worked for a little while. Sexism doesn't really work for me. Secretly maybe, but I have no control over what goes on a biological level. That's for, the scientists to figure out. What other isms? Judaism, not really. Communism, not much. Comedism? Is there a comedism? No. Yeah, those are the only ones. What are the other ones? You have a list of isms? Go ahead.
What current comedians do you admire and why?
Lately, I'm always a big fan of my friends. Big fan of Todd Barry, very funny. Like him a lot. Dave Cross, enjoyed him. He's on my radio show this morning. I've known him for years. Attell, I like. Greg Proops, just saw him a few minutes ago. Fan of his. My wife, Misha Wolf, of course. Big fan of hers. How can you not be? Am I right? That's who's really moving me lately.
All right. What makes a bit of dialogue timeless, like a piece?
Well, I think that what really makes it is the immediacy and the honesty. I did this story on the air the other day about this like burning some lentils, and I got a bunch of email about it saying it was the best bit of radio that they'd heard, just because it was immediate, it was honest, and I was in it. I think when the rants happen that are happening organically, right from your heart, or right from your heart and mind, that those things. It's like I'm reading this speech that Larry Kramer wrote, The Tragedy of Today's Gays, it's called. And I don't know if it was an inspired rant. I think that when things are inspired or come from your heart or from anger, those really are the best. Or, of course, a very well-timed joke can be better than anything. And you never know when those are going to happen.
Very stream of consciousness.
Stream of consciousness is one thing, but also timing. Stream of consciousness is a whole other thing. That has its own momentum, but sometimes just a beat, just like one word can be the greatest line. Yeah, just a moment, like this one.